You, I'm definitely on my way down to DSS because they have denied my TCA because they said we had too much income. From where? Where's this income coming from? What are you talking about? It's all good. You know what my response was? Not what it usually is. I put Spirit first. Called. It's like, I'd like to dispute it. They're like, cool. It's probably a mistake. Bet. Moved on. So I'm about to start handling everything. I just found out about the Holy Spirit. I didn't know anything about it for real. Heard about it, didn't know anything about it. I took this class yesterday. Well, whenever I watch an informative video, I call it a class from Mr. Beast, who is an effing genius, y'all. He's just like, it's not so much that he's a genius, he's a beast. Like, I can't believe he got that name randomly playing video games because he really is a beast. Like, his grind and his mentality. Anyway, I learned a lot about how to optimize my YouTube channel watching interviews that he did. And then I went and watched the documentary that he did. And the biggest takeaway that I got from what he said was, your videos are shit. That's like the best advice that they gave, was to improve upon the quality of your videos and to keep the watcher in mind, because that's what YouTube does. You know what I'm saying? I learned what the algorithm really was, which is just a suggestive tool for the people that use it. YouTube serves, as they should, their watchers and not so much the creators. You feel me? So when you keep that in mind, you can tailor your content around the viewer and not necessarily around yourself, which is crazily ironic because in my last video, I was talking about, I don't know how creators always ask people what they want to see because it's smart. So now with this new information, I have totally new goals. Like, yeah, learn from the greatest. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to implement everything that I learned, and I learned a lot. I'm on my way to my disability lawyer's office. I got to turn in the paperwork that cancels the court date that I have coming up because I filed for the wrong stuff. So we have to start this whole disability process all over again, which is fine. So it hasn't been one setback, it's been several, but like, I don't look at setbacks like setbacks anymore. They're just a change in trajectory, which is gonna end up beneficial to me. So why trip? I'm straight right now. I just found out that the universe only understands present tense, and that's why people's manifestations don't work. Hold on. Yeah, I learned that from studying with Dolores Cannon. And when I say that, I watch her videos. I'm pretty sure she's dead. I don't know. She was like, the reason y'all manifestations don't work and y'all prayers don't work, whatever, she uses those words interchangeably, is because you always ask for stuff in a future that doesn't exist, and it confuses the universe because the universe only speaks in present tense. You feel me? This is all stuff I learned yesterday. Like, one day. One studying day. That's just from one day of studying. So, also, it didn't just change how I want to make my content. It changed how I'm about to start spending my money, because I'm now prioritizing quality of my videos, meaning getting that new iPhone that I thought I wasn't going to get because of the 5G situation. I gotta get that. Like, I gotta get it. I have to get that phone because quality absolutely matters, and I have to be the best. Like, not in comparison to other people, but for me. Like, I have an idea of what success means to me as far as where my channel will go, and I have my own goals for the videos that I make. So if the quality isn't there, then it's not going to have the opportunity to be seen, and that defeats the purpose. So that means I'm gonna have to start investing. See, I gotta change the words that I use. I need to change how I invest my money. Mr. Beast invests, or at least he did at one point, all of his profit right back into his company. He's not the only person that does that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of successful people that do that. And so that's what I need to start doing. Just like that Rich Dad, Poor Dad book that I was telling you about. He said his rich dad always paid himself first, and his poor dad always paid his bills first. And so, like, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Every time I get my hands on some money, a piece of that is going in my account that is strictly for studio time and getting this new iPhone to shoot better quality videos. The other thing that they spoke about was your mentality and your mindset, and not tripping off of slow growth, but to stay focused on the content and to stay consistent, which is not a problem for me. You know, I shoot almost every day and then set my videos to release every 3 days. Like, right now, we're in the second week of September, and I have videos posted all the way up to the second week of November already, posted to premiere. So I'm straight with the consistency. But for me, one of the biggest changes that I'm gonna have to make is being open to suggestions. Ooh, one good thing Mr. B said that I would have never thought of that was dope. He was like, you should show your videos to the most opinionated people in your life. Like, especially people who like tend to be negative or whatever. I'm doing most, he didn't say it, I'm paraphrasing. And it's like, he said, imagine that every video you make, somebody critiqued it and gave you feedback, and then you took that feedback and applied it to making your videos better. Boom, that's a gem. And he was like, is it easy to make improvements with every video? There is no perfect video. Your video could always be better. And so for me, that means spending more time watching my own videos. Ooh, I have a message from Reddit. I just opened a Reddit account this morning. I'm actually still setting it up. Oh, look at all those bikes. I had to get outside. I may have responded in a positive way to the not so great news about my income, but it still took a lot of effort to not get down about it. And I knew I needed sun. I knew I had to go outside. So this is like, instead of taking an antidepressant, I know, sorry, sound crazy, but instead of taking like an antidepressant or like using or anything like that, I go outside and I get what I need from the sun. And I know that might sound crazy to people with mental health disorders, but like, I have one. So like, and I'm doing it because of my prior issues with addiction. I can't take antidepressants. And plus, when I take synthetic meds, I am not creative, and I'm kind of just like a zombie. And you kind of don't, you may not be sad, but you don't have any emotions at all. So it's like, it's not worth it. I can only not do one thing, which is take synthetic drugs for my mood disorder. There's a million other things that I can do. That's not that. That'll help. This is just one of them. Gemstones is one. Working out is one. Some people use sex. I don't. I'm abstinent. Been abstinent for 2 years. I want to maintain my power. I traded sex and relationship with a male person or significant other, whatever, you know, for power. I want true power. I want true knowledge. So I sacrificed that to the universe so that I could have knowledge and power. Because I don't feel real powerful getting bent over by nobody. Yeah, this YouTube game is not for the weak. It really isn't. I feel like I'm right where I need to be because all this new learning and it excites me. It gives me something to do. You know, you need to have a trade so you can make money. And this really is a skill set that has to be learned that not everybody has. Just me just learning these new things, that puts me in a position to make even more money. Because if when I get really good at it, people can pay me to teach them or help them, you know, with their channels or with whatever they want to do. Everything that I learn, I want to pass off to someone else. but I'm not gonna turn down an opportunity. It's not so much that I would like charge people, but I would have the knowledge. So if people offered me money for it, I would take it. Take it on God. I would take it on God.
Lot going on over there. A whole lot of drama.
There's one more thing they said that irks me. Mr. Beast didn't say it. Somebody else said it. And I don't want to do it when people subscribe to my channel. What? I literally just said in my other video I would never do that. Oh my God. But I'm like ripping myself off of growth by not doing it. I gotta find a way to do it but I'm not really doing it. I'm just gonna do it. I love y'all. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If you liked my video, feel free to subscribe. Still feels weird. Love y'all. Have a great week. Get.